Just as the COVID-19 pandemic has pushed most of the social interactions and services to shift online, our spaces for child participation have also become digital. As this happens, we have to ensure that we are creating child-friendly, inclusive, and safe platforms for the participation of children online. Our Child Participation Guidelines on Online Discussions with Children offers some guidance on ensuring measures on safeguarding children, designing the program, and facilitating and moderating the online child participation activities. In this video, we will talk about our child safeguarding policy and code of conduct during online discussions with children. In shifting to online platforms, one of the challenges we face as child rights organizations and practitioners is making sure that our established child safeguarding policies and codes of conduct are updated to address the risks that are inherent in the digital space. To help us address this challenge, here are some of the additional measures we should include in our child safeguarding protocols and procedures for online activities with children. We have to assess and manage the potential risks. Before our online activity, we have to identify the child protection risks and come up with solutions to address them. And, whenever possible, we develop our risk assessment and risk management plans in consultation with children. We have to take measures to keep our online activity platform private. We will be able to see and control who can join our activity if we set up a pre-registration mechanism, limit the number of people who knows the link to our online activity, or require a password to enter or access our online platform. For video meetings or conferences, we should be able to monitor who are entering our online meeting room. We have to take control of the features of our online activity platforms and tools. Screen sharing, file sharing, and other online features that allow interaction among the participants can pose child protection risks. As a mitigation measure, we can disable these certain features and make pre-activity arrangements instead. For instance, if we need to give files to participants, we send these to them beforehand. We have to restrict private communication, especially when we are using video conferencing platforms. For us to be able to make sure that our online space is free from inappropriate or abusive messages, we can limit how our participants can communicate with one another. We have to seek informed consent and respect everyone's privacy because whatever we do online may stay online forever. In our activities with children, we can establish rules on recording videos and taking screenshots. But because there are ways to record the online activity without our knowledge, we must inform children and their parents or guardians that we cannot guarantee total control over the sharing of screenshots, videos, and typed messages. We should also take careful evaluation if the recording or live streaming of our online activity will pose any risk to any child. We have to establish reporting mechanisms for our online activity. We should have child safeguarding focal persons and let the children know how to reach them before the start of our online activity. Our child safeguarding focal persons must be equipped to receive reports and ensure that our child safeguarding policy is being implemented. In video conferencing platforms, for instance, the child safeguardians must have the access to block or boot out anyone violating our child safeguarding policy. Lastly, we have to set up measures in identifying our participants. Because we cannot guarantee total control over the sharing of the video conferencing photos and videos, we can reduce risks by asking children to remove their surnames or only use their first names in their connection ID. We should have assigned connection ID titles for all types of participants. This way, we can monitor who is in our online activity, and children can be informed about who's with them in the online meeting room. These are some of the additional child safeguarding protocols and procedures we can do when conducting online activities with children. As we continue to gain more experience in using the digital platform in upholding the right of the child to be heard, we can update and further improve these measures to ensure that we are creating child-friendly, inclusive, and safe platforms for online participation of children.